Looking for pond and water garden design ideas? Need a fresh look for your outdoor space? Does it feel like your water feature is missing something? Maybe you're not sure how or where to get started with your project and can use some guidance. If you answered yes to any of these questions, do what I did and head to your local pond outlet to get a fresh perspective. Now, I'm fortunate enough to have a place like Hahn's Ponds just a short drive away. And it just so happens that today is their spring open house. I can't wait to see what's new at Hahn's. We're here at the spring open house, and I was fortunate enough to run into Sarah, one of the pond specialists here at Hahn's. She was more than happy to answer some questions for us. Okay, we're at Hahn's Ponds open house. I'm here with Sarah. She's a pond expert here. How long have you been doing this sort of work?
I've been in the water garden industry for 11 years now, and this is my 6th season here at Hahn's.
Oh, wow. So now, as you can see from the displays behind me, these guys, they really go all out. Now, who comes up with the designs for these ponds?
This particular pond was done by our pond installer, Cameron. This was his chance to go wild for once, that everyone's kind of done one pond here. Is that our owner, Rich, did the back one years ago. I got to fool around with the tiny one over there, and this was Cameron's chance to finally do what he always wanted.
Now Cameron, he was in our other video too. He came out and cleaned our pond. Great guy.
Very energetic.
Yes. Yes. Now what can you tell me about this pond? How is it set up? Is this just one pump or?
This is actually 2 pumps. We have a larger size skimmer that has 2 pumps. We have a Cyclone 5200 going to the closest waterfall over here, and then we have a Cyclone 8000 going to the far waterfall in the street.
Okay. Now I see there's one. But there's only one.
There's only one skimmer box.
Okay.
It's a large and deep enough skimmer that has a wide enough rear rated for that many gallons per hour. And our larger pond actually has 3 pumps in its skimmer box.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So do they work in tandem? When you say you have 3 pumps, how does that actually work?
All right. In our larger Falcon 3 pumps, the smaller pump is running our UV clarifier. Because if your gallons per hour is too high, it won't kill enough of the algae that goes through it. And then we have 2 other pumps, a 5200 and a 6500, that pump in tandem up to the larger fillers to give us the desired flow rate up top.
Okay. All right, so remember that if you have a UV light, you have to slow the water down so it can do its job. So that's why they have the separate pumps. Now this pond here, I see, how deep is this pond here?
This one is now 3 feet. It did get dug deeper because our koi were too large for the old ponds. So they got an upgrade.
These koi are fairly large. How old are these koi?
In this pond we have 3 koi that are about 12 years old, and those guys are about 18 inches, and then there's 4 smaller koi that are actually last year's babies. And then in the other pond there's 7 koi that are all around 15 years old, so those are in the 24-inch range. Now in an
environment like this, how long do koi usually live?
Fun fact, the oldest recorded koi lived to be 225 years old in the Imperial Gardens in Japan. Most people will end up having their koi around 30 to 40 years before they get too large to manage.
So do they keep growing as?
They will never stop growing.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. So keep that in mind when you keep adding koi to your pond like I do. You might want to just remember that. So what is the required depth to have a koi? Because I know a lot of people, they get a smaller pond maybe with the pre-formed ponds, and they're not quite as deep as a pond like this.
Enough. In our climate, you have to be careful what you read and research online, because we do live in West New York. We do have a different climate for most of the country. If you want to keep your goldfish varieties outside over winter, we recommend a 2.5 foot deep part of your pond. It doesn't need to be the whole pond, but like a good 30%. And then for koi, you want 3 to 3.5 feet in that deep zone.
All right, well, thanks for taking the time to talk with me, Sarah. And if you guys are in the Western New York area, stop on by. They got everything you need and then some.
Thanks for coming out.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Now, a pond is not the only way to spruce up your space. If it sounds like too much, maybe something simpler like a bubbling rock. Place it next to your deck or patio, giving you the soothing sound of gurgling water as it cascades down the side. These are very low maintenance and a perfect option for someone when space is an issue. Maybe you just need help on the finishing touches. Check out what they did here for the back of the pond. Preformed liners are also an option if space is an issue and you still want a pond. Huge selection of fish. These are perfect for smaller ponds. I encourage you to get out and look around. If you don't have a local pond store to visit, go out and take a hike in nature. You're sure to find something to inspire you there. I want to give a very special thanks to Hahn's Ponds and recommend you stop by if you're in the Western New York area. The phone number is in the link below. Where do you get your inspiration from? Please leave a comment below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more. I hope this video gave you the inspiration you were looking for. Until next time, enjoy your backyard water garden.